Yo, Dante, what's going on? Alright, make sure the lab up and running. We cool. Oh, about that child. We was playing Rec. Playing Rec. Let's get straight into it though. We ain't waste my time. Let's get straight into it. Got my son not outside, but he right here outside the room watching Mickey Mouse, so y'all might hear that shit in the background a little bit. Y'all might hear him. You might hear my OG. Shit, but it don't matter. I just go hoop. We run away. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, in like what, 2 days or something? It's been like 2 days since I went live. I've been just cooperating, chilling, care with my son. I'm gonna go Rockets to 2. I mean Bulls to 2. Should we switch? Or just who? Cause that's who I wanna play with. Like when I pick teams, that's the team who I wanna play with. I don't really be getting the fuck who they go with. Gotta go get some fucking Celtics first game on. And we guys on Xbox. Insane, man. Insane.
Welcome, everybody, to another presentation of the NBA Live on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge is on our sideline. Houston Rockets here at home, and an interconference matchup should be a good one. Outside, Green puts up a three.
Started off in the same going through. Not bad. We 2 subs away from 1,100. 1,000 and 1,500. What? 1,500. No.
It's good from long range. Well, Clark, it may not be for everyone, but we have a great defensive matchup this evening in this one.
Well, I tell you what, it is for me, Kevin. I mean, I like to see defense take center stage sometimes. I love when teams get after it and make it hard for each other to score. And if you're a basketball purist, this is must-watch TV.
There's Green with the three. He can't get that one to fall.
Yeah.
And so it's Porzingis. He'll bring it up to the Celtics. It's a three-point game. Outside, White. Shot clock at 5. The Celtics need to get a shot off. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
I had a chance to talk with the head coach, Ime Udoka. He noted how much extra film they're watching heading into this, and one guy that jumped out at them was Kristaps Porzingis. He said scoring over that guy is a challenge. It's not just his size, it's how well he positions himself. And he's a patient shot blocker. He waits for you to make your move. We'll see how they approach it. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Now here is Holiday. The kick out to Tatum. Just 5 to shoot. From 10 feet out to the left wing. Here's Porzingis.
Excellent defense by Şengün. He's strong, he's tall, he can move his feet, and he knows how to position himself.
A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
And it's slammed in by Holiday.
Wow, Holiday just assaulting the rim. Going at it full speed.
GA, if you look back at the Rockets' history, so many all-time greats have spent time there.
Yeah, it's an impressive list, right? Olajuwon, Moses Malone, Calvin Murphy, and Harden. Houston's well represented in the Hall of Fame.
One shot on the way. And good that time.
Timeout. I like when Green aggressively hunts his shot. He's a very impressive offensive player for as young as he is.
And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. Now here's Tatum. Now here's Brown. And a miss there on the triple. Thompson outside. We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Şengün with a wide open look. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Şengün's got 5 points so far. Holiday with it. Now Green defending. Porzingis inside. And the dunk by Porzingis.
The big man throwing it down. Kristaps Porzingis. When you're 7'3", though, doesn't take much vertical to punch it home.
Now here's Thompson. To the wing on the left. Over in the corner, Green. Pass to Eason. Screen by Şengün. There's Green with the three. Rebounded by the Celtics. Here's Tatum. And Thompson sends it back. It's tipped. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Porzingis.
Risky pass there. They're lucky to retain possession this time.
There's 57 seconds left in the first quarter. Over to the wing. Here's Şengün. No good on the triple. Celtics trailed by 5. Holiday with it. Now defended by Şengün. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Yeah, Porzingis showing you persistence there. Just doing a nice job staying with it and finding a way to capitalize.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. And Greg, we were talking Jaylen Brown making the 2023 All-NBA second team. That was big for him, wasn't it?
Yeah, Kevin, it made Jaylen eligible for the Supermax, signing for that 5-year extension in July of 23. At the time, the largest contract in NBA history.
You really like your chances with Tatum at the line. He locks in and focuses on these two.
And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for Boston. Brown outside. Holiday looking over the floor. Traps in the tray. Holiday's got 5 now. Good if it goes. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. A good close contest so far as we finish the. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And when you consider how the Celtics are doing, guys, what do you think?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, well, like a lockdown corner in football, teams just try to keep the ball away from Jrue Holiday. He says, I feel like they're not afraid of me, but like, okay, get him off the ball. To me, that's respect. I don't need other people telling me how good I am. You can see it by their actions. Kevin?
So true. He can be intimidating, David, and we thank you for that report. So it's the Celtics now. The Rockets making the shot. And there's a whistle. That goes on Dylan Brooks. That'll be his second foul of the game. Here's Holiday. 5 points in the game. Tatum on the wing.
Come on. This man not moving.
Oh, good with the triple. Rockets trail by 3. GA, these Boston Celtics are unquestionably a top-tier offensive unit.
Stupendous shooting, excellent instincts with the ball. Yeah, they are a model offense in many ways, making it tough for many teams to keep up with.
Is that not? Okay.
White goes in. Thompson with the rebound.
Well, that's a look. He has to finish, and he knows it. Lone opportunity.
And it's Thompson with the jam.
He's got rocket ship-like takeoff. Thompson can flat out fly.
That's bad.
And here is Tatum. Brown outside. Outside Holiday. Just 5 on the clock. Some nice ball movement here by the Celtics.
I keep throwing the pass.
It's stolen by Adams. Here's Thompson. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot.
And with his movement skills, Thompson routinely catches defenders out of position.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
You know, this is not an area where they expect him to contribute. You know, he's a guy that shot below 70% last season.
And, you know, with his free throw percentage being where it was last season, it changed the way teams defended him. I mean, there were no easy baskets. He was going to get fouled anytime he got near the rim. They were going to make him earn his points at the line.
Yeah, clearly a defensive lapse there. He is automatic from deep if you're going to leave him that wide open. Big time mistake.
Now, here's Thompson. Jaylen Brown with the rebound.
That's so bad.
Here's White. From outside, off the mark. Rockets trail. Pass to Whitmore. Adams down low. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. You know, a trend that's been unmistakable, Greg, over the last few decades has been the number of positionless players.
Yeah, and I think that's a great thing, right? So many players now with diversity in their skill set, and there's no need to commit a player to a certain role just based on their size.
Boy, White is a capable three-point shooter now, and he does not need a lot of space or time to get off his shot.
To the middle, and Whitmore throws it down.
Man, what a pass that was there. He really, really relishes making the game easier for his teammates.
And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Pass to Porzingis. Adams, some nice D. And so Green will bring it up for the Rockets. To the paint. Lachey. And there's the nice layup by Adams. Adams has got 6.
And this is where Adams has the biggest impact. The closer to the basket, the more effective he is.
Gets the shot he wants. The defense wasn't quite connected enough. They lost contact.
And Fred VanVleet is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. And the Rockets making a change here. And timeout is called by Ime Udoka. Looking for a breather.
Yo,
and maybe
what's
just
going
one or
on?
2 things to talk about.
Ooh. Oh, shit.
The three from Tatum. There's Tatum's range on display.
Well, I like how Tatum had his hands up and ready to go on that catch and shoot. Well done.
In the corner, Smith with it.
Nice job, boy.
There's 48 seconds left to play here in the second quarter.
Goodness, he is such a great dunker.
Greg, a high riser, no doubt about it.
Eat it.
Nothing surprising about that, guys. We've come to expect plays like that from him, and still, they never get old.
Now Porzingis, following the miss by Fred VanVleet from deep. Pass to White. 6 to shoot. Back to Porzingis. And the basket for the 4th time from the field. He's a healthy 4 for 6.
Inside, Porzingis has a lot of advantages. He's stronger than he looks, and we know how tall he is, north of 7 feet, and he's got a super soft touch.
VanVleet with it. No scoring in this one. Outside, Green. Good.
This is my type of dude watching the ball.
And the Rockets lead by 4.
That nigga was just doing that out of bounds and then the Green cut this bitch.
Reach halftime. Rockets lead by 4. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow right here on 2K Sports. Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Celtics trail by 4. And Clark, the Rockets, just one of a handful of franchises to win back-to-back NBA titles.
Can you believe that, Kevin? It was roughly 30 years ago that the Rockets did that, led by Hakeem Olajuwon, perhaps the best player in the league at that time. Of course, this was while Michael Jordan was retired from the NBA the first time.
Here's Green, following the basket by Derek White. In the corner, Smith with it. And another 3 for Houston.
Supreme confidence. Smith really stretches the floor with his ability to shoot.
Here's Tatum. The flush by Tatum.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think.
That's exactly how you send it. 2 hands and down.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Celtics can beat you in a number of ways. Point guard Jrue Holiday said they can play small and big. We have great bench players who come in and change the game at any time and could start on other teams. And we have a hunger. Kevin, they're going to be a problem for a long time.
Agreed. Yeah, they are stacked, DA, for sure. Here's Tatum, following the basket by Jalen Green. Pulls it from the elbow. Eason grabs the board. Rockets leading by 5. Right side, Green. Şengün. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. 7 points for Şengün.
Love when Şengün looks to score, especially from the interior.
And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. Incredible for his age, the decision-making of Şengün GA is very impressive.
So calm when he sees a double coming. Reads and reacts with ease when he's on the block or at the nail. Reminds you of a young Jokic with how he sees the game.
Tatum's shot is off.
Good offense squaring up against better D there. You got to appreciate that stop.
I had a button. I had to.
And now it's a 9-point Rocket lead.
We see this night in and night out. Thompson uses his size and elevation to make tough shots in the paint.
Now here's Tatum. 11 points in the game.
I wouldn't be surprised if he gets yanked soon. I mean, that's how bad his shot selection has been.
The fact that he's going to just so bad.
Tatum taking it in. Right side Holiday. And stolen by Şengün. Oh, here we go. Şengün's got the fast break kinks. Here's Thompson Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. And so Brown will bring it up for Boston. They trail by 9 points. Outside Tatum. 6 on the shot clock. Trying to get something going. It's rebounded by Houston.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard,
Why are you doing
too
that?
fast. Just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots.
Again, the miss by the Celtics. Houston leading by 9. Brooks outside. Back to Thompson. Inside. Houston moving the ball around. Here's the lob to the hoop. Tries to keep it alive. And the turnover.
Why you put that bitch on his head?
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. 1:15 left in the third quarter. Tatum deciding where to go with it. Left side, Porzingis. Back to Tatum. Clock at 6. Pass to Porzingis. Here's Holiday. Fires for 3. Eason grabs the board. Close up. Green with the ball. Another shot. And he elevates for the slam dunk. Jason Tatum did not like that one.
Some of these dunks he throws down are absolutely absurd. What an athlete Green is.
For Houston, they have been all 4 of their chances so far in this one. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Tatum with it. Now defended by Şengün. Here's Porzingis. Out of bounds. Houston takes possession.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
On my little boy.
And timeout is called by Ime Udoka. He wants to check in with his team and
gave him a
regroup.
preview of what I'm going to do to him for buzzer.
Here's Van Vliet. The 12-point lead, their biggest of the game. It could go. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough. And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Rockets leading by 12. Pass to Smith. Adams down low. That one doesn't go. Nice D from Porzingis. Now White. Over in the corner, Brown. 5 on the clock. Back to White.
Oh, come on, Steven. We can't do that to
Good. Brown making the play. And that's now 7 points for Derek White.
And you see the unselfishness right there. Brown wanting to keep his teammates involved.
Green inside the three-point line. Porzingis with the rebound.
How dare you not?
Clearly the defense could have been better there, guys, but he also needs to convert that.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
And we've got a timeout called from Ime Udoka. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now. The Rockets making a switch here. Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Hey, guys, during that last break, I heard Ime Udoka as he talked with the team. He said to them, keep building this lead, guys. Don't take your foot off the gas. Keep working hard. Run our stuff. Guys?
Okay, David, much appreciated. Now, here's Tatum. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
It's not that.
And Tatum is really good at bouncing off the defense. Again, playing through contact and knocking down shots, despite getting bumped and thumped on his way to the hoop.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. He has decided it's the right time to talk. And that one falls for Tatum.
And you watch Jason Tatum, year to year, he is a model of consistency. Across the board, the numbers are pretty similar, and the effort never wanes.
I like the offensive awareness to exploit that lack of coverage on that play.
And it goes down 2 points. And it's 7 points for Drew Holiday.
Not many can turn on the after boosters like Drew Holiday.
And it's Brooks in the corner. Outside, Green. Thompson in the corner. Bobbed up there for Green. Houston needs to get a shot. From deep, Brooks. It's hauled in by Brock. Celtics trailed by 6. Down low. Here's Porzingis. And Thompson sends it back.
Nigga must be crazy.
And the wide open shot from Green. Misses the 3, and he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize. Brown wide open. Nails the corner 3.
Hey, and with Brown, guys, it doesn't matter what point in the game it is. I mean, he's ready to shoot whenever he has the ball in a good spot.
Here's Brooks. Pass to Şengün. And Şengün throws it down.
When the stakes rise, you need guys who will step up and rise with it. Nice play by Şengün.
Now here is Holiday. To the inside. Tatum. And slam dunk by Tatum.
And Tatum has been in these situations before. He's reliable when it comes to stepping up in big moments.
Well, Brooks is always working hard for this team, and here it pays off with a huge basket.
Here's Porzingis, following the score by Dylan Brooks. Brown outside. Back to Porzingis. It's stolen by Eason. Green with the ball. And Holiday picks him up defensively.
No excuses, none. I mean, with the defense non-existent, I mean, he has to connect from there.
It's deflected. And stolen by Şengün. And Thompson slams it home.
Rocketing off the deck. Thompson showing that input exuberance.
To the paint. Here's Brown. Launches a 3. Count it. And now they trail by just 4.
It seems like Brown always has something cooking.
He got off quitting.
And he shows up big when they need him most.
Right, come on, I can see next time.
And the Rockets making a change here. Thompson outside. And Tatum pulls it down. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. That's to Porzingis. Brown deciding where to go with it. Back to Porzingis. Shot clock at 6. On the 3 off target. Here's Brooks. Lobbed up there for Thompson. That shot, no good.
We probably finna have to end up playing the Celtics again if we go play with OKC. I know how niggas get. Yeah, I already know how this shit get. I ain't gonna lie, I probably got like a 2-hour stream. Depends. If little folks go to sleep or not. I just hope we get up, you know? Then look who we get. I'm finna get off. Good thing you said about OKC though, right?
What up, Brusky?
What you say?
What up, bro?
Hold up. At the time of the night to be off all this. I ain't hear shit she just said, but okay. What the Timberwolves? You can play that shit 6 times. What the fuck? What you getting loud as hell? Yo, Neem, what's going on? You done came in on a good game, I assume. How the fuck? Wait, you have 4,000 games played. What the fuck? $4,009 to be exact.
Nah, 4,000 OD.
You tell 4,000. You know it's OD. I don't think I never had 4,000 games played. and no 2K. And no park, rec, none of that.
Yeah.
I think the most I had was probably like 2.5 on 22 or 3. I never touched motherfucking 3K wins. I'm not touching that shit this year either. I don't really give a fuck.
Good luck, bro.
Good luck. What type of shit is that? When we talk like that, Jay.
To the Timberwolves in this one as we bring you a Western Conference matchup here live from the Target Center in Minneapolis. Buckle yourselves in, everybody. It's the NBA on 2K Sports with Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Greg Anthony. This is Kevin Harlan. On the sidelines, we have David Aldridge reporting.
I'm trying to say, since we really talk like that, who could just tell me good luck? Oh, shit.
Dort misses.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
Edwards. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. You hear, Doris, people now calling Anthony Edwards one of the faces of the NBA. And I'm assuming you'd agree.
100% agree, because the skills are extraordinary. The development in his decision-making has gone leaps and bounds from where it was. Beyond that, Kevin, he's a lockdown defender, one of the best competitors, fearless in the big moments, and one of the most charismatic young men in the league today. This guy is spectacular. What you love about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is this young man's work ethic. He is a gym rat who's always looking for ways to improve.
Now here's Randall. The shot's good from DiVincenzo.
What an effective, efficient offensive possession. They'd love to get that shot every trip down the floor.
Pass to Caruso. Nice move. And the layup is up and in.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Out to Edwards. Count that one.
And that strength and concentration from Anthony Edwards. Yes, there's contact. Doesn't bother him.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
I had a chance to catch up with Chris Finch. He immediately mentioned that Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, of course, is at the top of their scouting report. He told me the key to stopping SGA is defending without fouling. Easier said than done, but try to keep him off the free throw line. And try, emphasis on try, to make Shai a jump shooter. A very tall task, guys.
Thank you, David. Pass to DiVincenzo. 5 to shoot. There's the drive. He dents the rim with a two-handed slam. Wow.
Gives the team such a great element having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Oh, you love it. Fearless, aggressive, leaving no doubt whatsoever.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. It's a three-point game. And he gets the bucket.
Well, in pick and roll action, you've got to be aggressive as a scorer. Anthony Edwards with the bucket.
You know, Greg, when you look at the Timberwolves' history, the first round had been a problem for them. But not last year, as they swept the Phoenix Suns.
And you got to look at it as being a tremendous success, right? Because going into the season, I don't know that anyone thought they would have made it to the conference finals. But, boy, that young group gelled well together, and the sky's the limit for the future.
Here is Edwards. 6 points for him. Down low. Here's Reed. And Reed throws it down.
Well, Anthony Edwards showing you that I've got some playmaking in my toolbox. Nice pass.
Dort misses.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
And Reed throws it down.
That pass is so slow. Everything's going to pass my
of the lead
face.
here.
Yeah, both teams still kind of feeling their way through this game.
It's Joe on the wing. The shot's good. Gilgeous-Alexander making the play.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Reed. And Reed throws it down.
Well, unselfish play by Anthony Edwards. Teammate is wide open. He puts it right where it needs to be.
Gilgeous-Alexander, that's a two-pointer. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
Florida Gators and OKC are going to win in the same year.
Offensively, and that really says as much about the lack of D as it does.
Oh, that's not a steal? Like, what?
Now here's Edwards. Clock at 4. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. DiVincenzo can't hit it.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
Right, he stays connected, and great timing on the contest.
Gilgeous-Alexander, that's a two-pointer. The shot, no good. Both teams have it going here early. And still close through the first quarter. Thunder lead by 2 in the second quarter.
Oh, you saying all the Knicks fans?
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Oklahoma City.
Absolutely dialed in from beyond the arc so far in this one. The defense is surrendering
I know.
range shot here early on.
Pass to McDaniels. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Greg, every year, injuries are a huge factor in shaping the title race. And I'm guessing that teams should probably put more of a premium on durability. What do you think?
Well, Kevin, I think all GMs take that into account. A team wants to be confident it'll have a stable roster over the course of a long season.
Outside for Randall. Now DiVincenzo. Going inside. And
Fingers does not switch on nothing I'm doing.
Taking back the lead once more. Give these teams credit. Man, they are battling.
Neither team willing to give an inch, and neither able to seize the momentum. This has been a fascinating one to watch.
Well, guys, this first half has been about as tightly contested as you could hope for.
There have been a lot of lead changes. My goodness.
Edwards with it, and it's Wallace picking him up. Pass to McDaniels, and finished off by McDaniels.
Going to the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
Yeah, and give him credit for taking advantage in a close game. Those are the types of plays that can swing things in your direction.
Back to Dort. Jacks up a three. And the Thunder another three.
Well, for Lou Dort, it's all about building confidence from three-point territory. This is a growing part of his skill set.
Well, the ascension of Jalen Williams-Doris has been swift and very fun to watch.
Oh, absolutely, Kevin. He became very quickly in his second season a number 2 option and, frankly, borderline 1A option. And it's not just his offensive game, Kevin. This guy has become a stout defender. He's got the perfect NBA frame, and he fits in personality-wise.
Wallace outside. Here's Joe. And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
Well, coaches might discourage that kind of look, but he'll take it anyway.
The Timberwolves trail. They set the pick. Edwards looking it over. Pass to Reed.
Can we please get the fucking ball, man?
Just no chance there for the defense. Major size disadvantage. He's got no business trying to stop that slam. Just get out of the way.
Inside. Nice shot by Wallace.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
And the rejection by Holmgren.
Already set the summer league record for blocks in his first game. Holmgren, one of the best young shot blockers in the league.
You simply must play better defense than that. This guy is too good from distance.
Timberwolves trail by 4. Right wing. Back to Edwards. .131 left to play here in the second quarter. To the inside. Doris, do you think the Oklahoma City Thunder has the best young core in the NBA?
Well, they are absolutely loaded with talent, Kevin. Not only that, they fit together. Now they've got a perennial MVP because Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has inserted himself into the best player of the game conversation, and a rising star in Chet Holmgren. Look out.
Outside Edwards. To the middle. Here's Reed. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Oklahoma City leading by 3. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Joe. Here's Hartenstein. Back to Joe. Shoots it up. Reed with the rebound. And so Edwards will bring it up for Minnesota. Now here's McDaniel. Back to Randall. Out to Edwards.
Oh, I do.
They set the pick. And Reed has it in the corner.
Yeah,
It's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy.
Good. Chat J-Dub.
The Timberwolves making a change here. Oklahoma City leading by 3. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. To the paint. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander.
It's 3 seconds.
Pulls up. Here's Hartenstein. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime.
I think that would have got this close all the time.
They're up by 3. We'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Timberwolves trail by 3. And there's the foul. Going Alex Caruso. That'll be his second foul of the game.
It's a switch, but them bitches not moving.
So it's the Timberwolves now. Pass to DiVincenzo. Wants to get it to Reed, and does. 5 on the clock. And here's Randall. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
Boy, not on the same page there. And in a possession ball game, that's a big mistake.
The Thunder lead by 3. Gilgeous-Alexander, that's a 2-pointer. It's good, only a few seconds into the shot clock. Gilgeous-Alexander's got the first basket of the third quarter for Oklahoma City. Outside Edwards. Oh, what a physical score from Edwards.
Boy, that defense must be better. Anthony Edwards getting it done on the interior.
And Greg, it didn't take long for Anthony Edwards to prove himself in the NBA.
There's so much to like about his game. As outstanding as his offense is, his defense cannot be overlooked. He is a lockdown presence when he needs to.
And so it's Minnesota with it, trailing by 5.
Yo, hey, what's going on?
Right around a minute and a half played here in the third quarter. Down low, McDaniels.
Hey, what am I watching, bro?
And at 6 points,
Look at him right up over
McDaniel.
Over for research.
Williams for 3.
Be serious.
And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you. Jalen Williams is a do-it-all dynamo for the Thunder. Coach Mark Daigneault said, we've cross-matched him onto centers. He'll shift him to a point guard. It's hard to explain how impactful that is. You have a great offensive player, but you're also moving all over the lineup. Kevin?
Like, are we serious? Got Jalen McDaniels acting like that?
That is pretty special.
Yeah, 55 Laurie.
Near the three-point line, it's Edwards. On the rebound goes to the Thunder.
Listen, we know the mid-range game is in this guy's arsenal, but you wonder, should he have moved it just one pass more?
And the foul called on Edwards.
Come on.
That's foul number
What
2
are we
for him.
doing, 2K?
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Blocked 7 points in the game. Side out. And there's the call on Dante DiVincenzo. That is his first foul of the game.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Gilgeous-Alexander, that's a 2-pointer. He hits the back iron and sinks the
33,
shot.
13, 16.
Gilgeous Alexander's got 9 points.
Like that.
You can see the ball handling ability of Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Moves with precision, creates opportunities in pick and roll action. That's nice.
DiVincenzo hits the bucket.
Boy, a sliver of room. That's all he needed to get to the bucket. Nice aggressive move, slipping and sliding his way through.
Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Edwards with the block.
I know he's gonna aim to that shot. I feel like it's leading him to that shot.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. And Oklahoma City making a change here. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Screen by Hartenstein. The shot's good from Gilgeous-Alexander.
I bet back that.
Some speed from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Put it on the deck, get to the cup.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. Minnesota with the ball. It's a 5-point game. And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. And here's Edwards. He's got 11. Inside, Edwards finishes strong.
I think his teammates understand that Anthony Edwards has every aspect of his offensive game working, so let's make sure he's got the basketball.
Dort wide open. Hits the three-point bomb. Dort's got the lead up to 6 now for the Thunder.
This guy a tough cover for any defender. Creative and assertive scoring the ball.
Greg, this is some kind of night. Last year, Minnesota had, for just the second time, had ever won a series in the postseason.
Yeah, they've been bounced in the first round, 10 of 12 appearances. But last year's team was different. Their elite defense fueled the conference finals run.
Boy, you respect the shot selection from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, just taking what the defense gives him.
To the inside. And it's blocked by Gilgeous-Alexander. There's 42 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's on Anthony Edwards.
I'm gonna look. My mic muted.
Remember,
I might
Shai
have feeling my song, but
Gilgeous-Alexander is 6'6", so getting on the interior is
gotta
not a
get SGA
problem.
going. This will be fourth
Doris,
quarter.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has a chance to go down as one of the greatest Canadian basketball players ever.
Kevin, that is a bold statement when you consider that the great Steve Nash, two-time MVP, and one of the best passers in the history of the game, is of Canadian descent. But this guy Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is putting together quite the resume. Let's just hope he can sustain that stardom.
Shot clock at 5. Here's Reed. Out to Edwards. Timeout. And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout.
I'm set a triple double and
He
two.
wants to make
Dude,
some
quit.
adjustments to the game plan.
18.99. You said you be putting motherfuckers on the worst shooter. You said you be putting motherfuckers on the worst shooter. I remember you said something like that. Motherfucker, let me get away with that shit, man.
They need this. It's rebounded by Hartenstein. Williams, that's for 2. And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust.
Hey. Hey, leave it alone. Go stop doing that. Your food right here. Tweaking. That's so cheesy.
Williams looking around. Fires from way outside. An absolute bomb from three-point range. Williams has got 9. And here at the end of the
Figure out lineup for them. What lineup you want with them?
Thunder lead by 13. And
He's got a double bid with them too.
come right back with the start of the 4th.
That shit wasted if you want to double bid with.
To this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. From the top of the key, again, Oklahoma City.
Man, you nasty as hell. Watch out.
The level of domination
Like, that lineup
that both
nasty,
ends,
bro. I ain't
and
gonna
you're seeing
lie.
the results.
You know this. It's not easy building a lead on the road, but
What,
this
the
team
test,
has been
though?
lights out throughout the game. Well, get it inside to a quality score and let this guy do his thing.
Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. No dice from the high post.
That's chill.
Boy, he'll usually knock it down if he's left that wide open. Just comes up empty.
Just doing what he can. He's competing and he's converting.
And he has really kept them in this one. The high effort level. Now the rest of the team has got to step up.
We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play.
Yeah. Switch it.
Handle with the ball. Dort covering. And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. He's very aware of the timing here.
I'm not just run. No.
Away with his team.
Dante. No. Jaden McDaniels and Nas. I'm not just run that lineup.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, here's what Chris Finch went over with his guys during the break. Now, he asked for one thing, intensity. He said, I need you to crank it up to 11 out there. That's how we turn it around. Back to you guys.
Thanks so much, David. The shot by McDaniels, no good. The Thunder leading by 11. Gilgeous-Alexander deciding where to go with it. Back to Williams. Over in the corner, Caruso. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. That counts. He's put up 13 shots, and he's had 8 of those go in.
Well, this is SGA's role. He's out here to score and score often.
Left side, Edwards. And it's blocked by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Joe a better shooter than Jaden. Bro, his shot weak as hell.
We'll retain possession here.
And if you like his shot better than Jaden, then I don't know what to tell you.
No one near
Come
Edwards
in
as
his
he
shot
lets
weak
it
as
fly.
hell.
And he's good on the 3-ball.
I'm not trying that shit out. Hey, gonna lie. I play the joke because that's why he can't get no more playing time for me.
Up top, Gilgeous-Alexander. Reed with the rebound. Timberwolves trailed by 10. Caruso with the steal. Pass to Holmgren. Lets it go with the 3. Reed with the rebound.
And he didn't punish them for the
That's what I'm saying, though, Jaden. You could shoot that shit. You could shoot that shit over shorter defenders. You can shoot it. His shot over shorter defenders. Just over 2.5
minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Now here's DiVincenzo. He's guarded by Williams. And the foul called on.
That's not a charge, bro. Hey, come eat your food.
And really, these are
let's hit that like button. We almost at 10. We want like away. Let's switch this, I guess.
Oh, here's Edwards to the middle. Here's DiVincenzo. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. The Thunder lead by 10. To the left side wing. Pass to Williams. .151 left here in the fourth quarter. 6 to shoot. Floats it up for Holmgren.
And so put it up high enough, bro. No way Nash should got to that. It's Chet you throwing it up to.
He made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the
steal. Yeah, the anticipation was there.
It's cold, hot.
Was there very close to picking that one.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
That's
a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
Near the three-point line, it's Edwards. Another miss by Minnesota.
All by himself, trying to step up. He's got to be frustrated with the miss.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander.
I'm telling y'all, that's probably. I ain't gonna say the slowest move in the game.
One team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not by any means, but still a double-digit victory.
The sheer volume of three-pointers was the deciding factor tonight, it seems.
Yeah, they sink one and then do it again, and that strategy did work.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
I think it would be impossible to overstate the influence he had on this basketball game. He was the centerpiece of what they did on the offensive end and the anchor of their defense. That's as complete a performance as we've seen.
And Gilgeous-Alexander throws it down.
Spirited performance. You love to get this kind of win, especially on the road.
You've got to be able to block out all distractions in enemy territory. This team did a tremendous job staying focused on the task at hand.
Williams, that's a two-pointer. Misses. So for Oklahoma City as they get the win. They kick.
Come eat your food, boy. 21, 11, 11. Ooh, Dort had 11 with 4 made shots. Who he moving like? So I told you I dropped 40 for the game at 8 night. I think so. I think told me that like last week, not last week, probably like 2 weeks ago. I think Groovy been trying to I think they try to run the all-star team up. We gotta see if we got 5. That nigga just robbed a home run, literally. He just took that bitch. Yeah, I remember something like that too. I'm gonna pull the door up a little bit. If he want his food, he come in here and get it. Look, he came in here though. My record sick. This nigga went all time. Yo, P, what's going on? Why you coming in here busting in doors, bro? I promise you, you don't pay not one bill, like, not one. You don't do nothing but run around and destroy stuff and eat. Yeah, I'm talking about you while you looking at me. Huh? Food. Oh, this nigga just went all-time magic. Ah, smacked me in there. Yeah, my record is nice, though. Appreciate that. Like, when I just look at it, that record is nice. Ain't that right, fat man? I'm trying to see if we get 5. Hey, get on your mic. Tell me why you just go all-time, team. I need answers around this bitch. Damn, matter of fact, we double teaming that. Wait, look at all this shit we got out here, bro. I'll type that. Nah, I gotta unlock them when I complete goat shit. This is insane. We might go 2-3, honestly, chat. Yeah, I think I'm gonna just go 2-3. I'm just check out fat level. I say I might start his ass when I go play with him. I might start his ass. Yeah, chat. We gonna go 2-3.
Welcome everyone to NBA basketball.
We have some games that start off 2-3. It's okay.
Hello everyone. I'm Brian Anderson, joined by Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. We'll hear from reporter Allie LaForce in a moment. It's the Orlando Magic and the Philadelphia 76ers. Screen by O'Neal. Pass to McGrady. Into the lane. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
I think I said when I play with him, when I do unlock him, play with him, I'm gonna start Jamal Murray, him,
really special.
Melo.
Somebody you love to see play the game.
I don't know who else. And Jokic.
And good on the second, so he makes him.
What do they put Kenneth Reed now? Kenneth Reed.
And Maxi's got the ball here for the 76ers. Pass to Embiid. Lets it go from the wing. Excellent D there from O'Neal. Hill with it. Guarded now by Maxey. It's stolen by Maxey. George with it. Fires the 3.
Come on, bro. You all up on my arm.
McGrady grabs a miss.
You said bad just too.
First quarter of play, a minute in.
Good job.
That 3's off the mark.
That's slow shit.
Philadelphia with the ball. For 3, Maxey. Howard grabs the miss.
We have to make that shot. And I have to take that.
Here's O'Neal. The putback. And finally they hit one.
This is where Shaq
does
his best work. So dangerous in tight because he's dominant close to the basket.
Right side Oubre. Takes the 3. That one is off.
You the one doing all that. I don't care.
Here's Orlando. Pass to O'Neal. That shot, no good. To the middle. Here's Embiid. And Embiid with the dunk.
Strong move and a little spicy too. Embiid's passion for the game, the way he plays.
Go.
I love it.
They get the rebound. O'Neal. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. O'Neal's got his second basket of the game.
And right away, he's going to work on the board.
They let the White catch that. I'm watching this nigga. I'm watching the White.
Plays, particularly when you're doing it with the kind of effort he does. I mean, those kinds of hustle plays It'll be interesting to see what he's got left in his tank because he usually makes a bunch of those.
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes played so far. That one goes in.
MB, such a dominant force inside. That's exactly where his coaches and teammates want him operating.
Slow down, one.
Howard up top. Right side O'Neal. Embiid brings a double team. Clock at 6. Pass to Hardaway. Down low. And here's Howard. Embiid with a nice defensive effort.
Get out my way. I see you.
Driving to the basket. The shot is good, and this game is back to even. Embiid's got 6 points.
The defense can't slow him.
I guess, man. I can guess.
He's got so much body mass and momentum. Hard to stop him.
Orlando shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. And Philadelphia making a change here. And the 76ers with possession. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. George scanning the floor. From the wing. And the sweet roll that time on the rim. That one falls.
Really difficult to contain Paul George in these pick and roll sets because of his speed. I mean, that's one element that gives him a great advantage. He's really good at making decisions in tight spaces and in these pick and roll situations.
Now here's Gordon. And he goes in for the dunk.
We often talk about Gordon's scoring ability, but there,
great
shot to an open teammate.
To the inside. And there's a 3-second call. This one on the defense. And he'll be shooting his first free throw.
He wasn't even just in play, like he was just sitting back there.
No good on the technical, so unable to pick that one up. There's 53 seconds left in the first quarter. Pass to Hill. Here's McGrady. Shot clock at 6. Here's Howard. Count it. Good.
You know, this is where Howard does the most damage. With his height and length and athleticism, how do you guard him inside?
And stolen by Hardaway. And he dunks it down.
It's okay.
Ooh, putting on a show for the fans. Going up with a graceful reverse.
Oh, that had a little extra sauce on it, Grant.
A jaw-dropper emoji is what I look like right now. Incredible.
Maxey.
Oh, missed that.
Rebound by the Magic.
Boy, he's got to be disappointed in the result there. I mean, the defender really didn't make any impact at all.
It could go. It's all tied.
Time Magic was second, first second. Man, he waited last second to pick foul time Magic. I don't know what's wrong with this, but people try to be saying my record. That's why niggas need to be quitting or going to pick a crazy team. That's my regulars. All I play with is Reds.
And looking at what we've seen from the Sixers,
I don't care
what do
for
you guys
Classic,
think?
because Classic be
Give it up for their D. They're battling, communicating, and coming up with key stops.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
This time is Classic, you can say it too.
I love it. Just
Magic though, all time, they having everything, like, they have everything. Bench starters, this, that, defense, that, all the good
So he needs to have the ability to create separation.
Pass to George. They double team George. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Late clock, the Sixers need to put one up here. And here's Gordon from the arc. McGrady grabs a miss. Hook loose. Gordon with a steal. For 3, Maxey. Kept alive. Fires for 3. Nails it from 3. Maxey's got 8.
Really showing you how quick he can be with the basketball. Maxey letting it fly in a hurry.
That's a steal.
Oh, he brings it
You the one that
down
locked
with
us
a
in.
two-handed
Stop
jam.
blocking him. Huh?
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong
How you
message
gonna
with
lock
that
us in
jam.
and get mad?
That's exactly how you send it. Two hands and down.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
You gotta love Tyrese Maxey's approach to the game. He said, quote, "I really have a simple life. I have this joy about playing basketball. I like putting in the work, so I'm extremely focused, extremely competitive, and I'm out here having the time of my life. I get to do what I love every single day, and it's a blessing," unquote. Ryan, he's such a positive guy.
Yeah, he really is. Thanks for that, Allie. Orlando calls timeout.
None of that. I know you better stop cutting those fingers, though. Child, we 2 subs away from 1,150 subs, man. 2 subs before that thing say 1.15. Basically. You can get that just 1.15.
We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Here's Maxey. Oh, not wasting any time and taking the shot and hitting it. 10 points for him.
Maxey's so good at breaking you down off the dribble. Great skill.
Nelson, no good.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
Here's Yabusele. Back to Maxey. And there's the whistle.
That's
his first foul.
Maxey work.
And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Here's Maxey. Orlando with a rebound. Knocks it loose. It's stolen by Maxey. Pass to Embiid. Back to Maxey.
Watch out.
Out to Gordon. Back to Maxey. 6 on the shot clock.
Left the wrong person,
the 3 ball. And Eric Gordon gets the 3.
Left the wrong person open.
76ers lead by 9.
And really, the three-point shot is Gordon's special. When he squares himself up, there's a real high chance he's dropping it in.
Maxey surveys. And Embiid gets the double team. A deep 3. And it's Maxey missing. Magic trail by 9. Here's Banchero. Banchero brushes off the contact and sinks the shot.
He's a go-to guy for them because he's that consistent. Time and time again, he delivers.
Pass to Embiid. Shoots over Vucevic. Embiid misses.
He messed up.
And there's a minute 45 left in the first half. Here's Lewis. Yet to see a basket. Now here's Anderson. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation there on the defense. And a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for Philadelphia.
Look at the fast break point total from these guys. I mean, they're
watch out, let's go for 15 likes. I know the best like that. Go 15 likes. Give me that. 15 likes if I stop and pop out.
With a steal.
On
the break. The Sixers again can't hit. Magic trail by 6. Outside, Anderson. .111 left to the second quarter. Inside. Vucevic. And it's blocked by Embiid.
Don't test Embiid now. An impact defensive player is what he is.
Fader on the way. Philadelphia with another miss. Walker with a steal. Here we go, one-on-one. Embiid doing it all himself.
Well, that's how you execute in transition, guys. Embiid realizing an opportunity and then jumping all over it. The ball distribution was there. I mean, outstanding work all the way around.
Out to Gordon. Fires the three. And so far in this one, 2 for 4.
That is his shot, guys. So you can't just give it to him. You've got to get up on him and get into his airspace there.
And they pick up 2. Banchero's got 4 points now in the quarter. He shoots again. No good on the shot.
You know, sometimes making it difficult for him to finish at the rim is all you can ask for from the defense.
Here's Embiid. It's Edwards on the wing. Back to Embiid. And he lobs it up.
And the lead increases on a crazy offensive sequence.
Hey, boy, can I say stop coming open the doors around
off a 10-point pass.
Well, I tell you what, they've got this team just a step away from being completely sleep.
And we've reached halftime in this one. Sixers ahead, up by 9. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter. And we played through the first half. Plenty of basketball left in this one.
No, they ain't trying to play. He ducking. I'm gonna go right there.
And here's Walker. No points so far. For 3, George. Good. And it's Walker who picks up the assist.
Oh, George got dead on fucking lines. Like, you don't think he watched it again?
Has become dangerous.
You got dead on bounds on 2K. You could go,
this
man.
one for 3. No good.
Excuse me.
The Sixers lead by 12. Pass to Embiid.
Smoke.
So it's Philadelphia now. 12-point lead, their biggest of the game. Screen by Embiid. George's shot is off.
What that means.
Anderson for 3. Rebound by Philadelphia.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Turnaround Jay. They get it back. Outside Walker. George outside. 6 to shoot. And he's going for the lob. And stolen by Banchero.
You don't get that shot.
Anderson for 3. And once again, off the mark by Orlando. And Gordon has got the ball here for Philadelphia. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. And the basket by Embiid.
And Embiid has this shot in his bag. He's confident from that area.
Pass to Banchero. Tries the spin move.
Are you serious? Why that not my skill? I'm reaching.
Hey, kept it simple. No reason to get fancy right now, B.A.
Yeah, he's just looking to find shots and produce for his team.
Hey, I thought there was some style there, guys. What are you guys looking at? I mean, it was still a pretty sweet, flavorful one-hand flush.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
You got this big head ass little boy
shoot. Great pairing. Maxey said of Embiid, since I was a rookie, he's had the ultimate faith and believed in me. And Embiid said of Maxey, he's something else. Always smiling with the same energy. Good games, bad games, always the same. People like that set the tone for everybody else. Brian?
That's a good call, Allie. Thank you. George's shot is off. Magic trail by 9. Anderson with it. Checked by Gordon. Anderson can't get it to go. Trying to get something going here in the half court.
Yeah, that's where they've been struggling to execute.
For 3, Gordon. Yes, and it's Embiid picking up the assist. Gordon's got 9.
Good quickness on the catch and shoot. Gordon giving the defense no time to react off the pass.
Anderson for 3. Walker pulls down the board. The Sixers lead by 12. Here's Embiid. Embiid just too tall inside.
You know, with his size and offensive versatility, the defense really has its hands full with Embiid.
Out of bounds. It'll be Orlando's ball. A little under 3.5 minutes off the clock now.
Let's say 20. We got 27 in here, but let's get 15 likes. Come on, we got 27 in here. I know 3 people in hit the like button.
Yeah, and you know, that's going to be the focus of this timeout. They need to come up with a spark to get the offense going.
Hour and a half, 15, almost 15 likes in an hour and a half. That's a big, big. 2 goals this last year. I mean, 15 plus likes. I mean, 2 more subs for that. 1.15. Excuse me. Oh shit! I just tweet. What's up, buddy? Still come on, open the doors. Yeah, we look like I said, we were averaging by the time we can say we were averaging about 20 games.
Orlando calls timeout.
Every stream lately. So only gonna be 30, 40. This is gonna keep going up by 5s and 10s. Ooh, fair about that. Gonna keep going up like 5s and 10s. 5s and 10s. After this game, I'm gonna put my son in the bed.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Outside, Hill.
I got me jumping.
And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a 3-point play.
Inside, Hill can be a problem, finding a way to get around the defense and score the ball.
Orlando shooting their 7th attempt at the foul line in this one. Now here's Maxey. He's got 10. Drummond with the screen. Out to the right wing. From the arc. Yabusele hooked that. He's got 5.
Selfless pass there from Maxey. Really able to handle the guard position quite well.
Pass to Howard. With the 7-footer.
Well, we don't run nothing.
Hardaway from outside. Sends it home from 3-point land. Hardaway's got 5.
And that's a defensive lapse. A shooter of his caliber can't be left wide open.
The Sixers lead by 11. Walker for 3. That one doesn't drop. Oh, and a fast break for the Magic. Here's McGrady. That one falls.
There's not much that Hill does not do well. He does a bunch of good things, including spotting the open man and getting the ball to him right away.
Here's Yabusele. He's got 5. Maxey, a good look. That one falls, coming off a Drummond feed.
Well, I'm not sure how that one found the bottom of the net, but hey, you take it when it comes.
McGrady shot is off.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
What? Why would I do that?
Now
I've been
Maxey,
about that, but like,
he's got 12. Spins. And there's the lob. Ooh, anticipated the pass. It's a turnover.
Oh, that's some pesky defense. Should have thought twice before attempting that pass.
And this is his 2nd trip to the line tonight. Just 4 seconds left in the third quarter.
Where was the perimeter D on that one? You have to guard against all possibilities.
Knocked loose. The dive for the ball. And so it's Philadelphia closing out the quarter.
I've been know about that
point lead. Defense is setting the tone. More 2K action in just a moment.
But I tell all
the fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you.
PC games too. So like I don't know try to get more different service. Install like this. Back in 2K, Fortnite. Let's see.
Now here's Hardaway. Over to the wing. Oh, George with a steal. In transition, here they come. Three-pointer. George draws the double. Back to Drummond. To the paint. It's stolen by Howard. Well, the defender's stopping the developing fast break. That looks like a transition take foul. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the 76ers.
Well, you love their unselfish play. Keeping that ball moving, good shot to great. That's winning basketball.
Here's McGrady. It's stolen by Drummond. It's a one-on-one situation. George with it. The three. And that's good. Maxey for three. And the 76ers lead by 9.
You got to get out on that if you're the defender. Maxey is very capable from beyond the arc.
George with it. And Howard picks him up defensively. Back to George. Shot clock at 5. Hey, hangs in midair and converts the double clutch layup. And now it's an 11-point 76ers lead. Pass to O'Neal. To the inside. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Drummond. Now a timeout called by Orlando. And this late game timeout, getting a breather here. Important for the players to recharge. This is where you have a chance to get rehydrated with some Gatorade.
You finna go upstairs. It's your bedtime. Up by 11:30. Come on. Food. Golly. He down him. I would know.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Well, over the break, I listened in on what the head coach of Orlando was getting across in their huddle. He told his guys to, quote, turn it up, going on to say, only way we get out of this hole is with effort, incredible effort. So show me what you can do out there. It's a big ask, but we'll see what happens. Back to you.
As always, Allie, we thank you. That one misses.
He's over 7 feet tall and well north of 300 lbs. Shaq is a mountain of a man and as unique a big guy as we've had in the league in its history. But I think what makes him so special, he moves extremely well at that size.
And I'll tell you what, the way they're able to pressure the ball and those quick hands, that's what led to an opening.
You know, you push it after a steal, there's almost no chance the defense can get back and recover.
Man, this is just fun. These teams
That's
are trading threes back and forth.
That's all AI.
Answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
And that one misses.
You know, Grant Hill is a total class act and a special player, too. A hard worker, shows up for his team every game, and really tries to make everybody on the floor better.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Soft interior D, and they've exploited it.
Maxey. Hardaway grabs the board. Magic trail by 9. Pass to O'Neal. Right side Hill. He goes up again. The offensive rebound. And another shot. And here's Howard.
Timeout.
Magic call time here. Without question, Tyrese Maxey displaying all his skills today.
He's getting loose and doing work. They want to talk this over and find some answers.
Golly. You done eating?
Here's Hardaway. And Embiid with the block. Philadelphia leading by 9. And the jam by Walker.
Great teamwork on that drive. Punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before
That's
the defense can get set.
Clearly a block.
Man, the defender
Charlie
really
run
went
over
after
it.
him.
Who's next?
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance.
What songs? I don't know yet. One on.
And the second and
I'm
2
not
is
gonna
good.
do that. You can get 7 times and making that shit.
Not
I know
nearly
my
as
shot time
productive a
doing
trip
that
to
shit
the
too.
line as he would like. They need all their free throws to go down at this point.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on you when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
Taking off from the free-throw line,
How
come
dynamic
on,
a weapon he is for this offense. They feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
Out of bounds.
just start
That's
pulling
out of
flat
bounds.
shots.
Philadelphia will retain possession.
Hey,
He clipped the ball there, but not enough to nab the
one
steal.
more.
Clearly a careless pass. He got
That
away with
enough?
one there.
And stolen by Hardaway. Howard's shot's good.
If you give him any sort
You
of
keep
space,
taking your
he's
socks
going to
off,
attack.
bro.
Philadelphia leading by 10. And he lobs it up to the rim.
I'm trying to have some fun.
3 on 3. Here's Howard. And Dwight Howard picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
That's
I
insane.
love great defense.
That's
Just
insane.
quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
Hey, bro.
And not afraid to put his body on the line either. He took a shot for the team in that situation.
Outside Walker. The 3. Drills it from deep. Walker's got 5 points now this quarter.
Whoa, that man is laser focused. Now, that's bad defense for a team that has a long way to go to catch up.
They look pretty demoralized to me, and that always shows through at the defensive end first.
Now here's Maxine. It's Walker on the wing. Pass to Oubre. And the 76ers another 3.
Yeah, that shooting down.
Should just about do it. Big time shot in the final stretches here.
And they deserve it. They deserve to celebrate a dominant performance in what's going to be a blowout win.
Nah. At least not the latest one.
George outside. Here's Oubre. Pass to George. Left side Maxine.
Oh, I remember that.
And he lobs it
Nah. I'm not getting time though. Nah.
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
Now here's George. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. And stolen by Hardaway.
Hey. Mother, get from over here touching stuff.
First one falls for him.
Buddy. Try, give me like 5
Hardaway
minutes.
hits them both.
Put him up in the bed.
16 seconds left in the 4th quarter. From deep three-point land. Howard grabs the miss.
That's for him too. Alright, y'all, I'll be right back. Come on.
So no problem for Philadelphia as they get the win. We saw 2 different teams tonight.
Just gave him the belt sometime. Maxie had 2 steals, 17 on 6, 2. Yeah, look at that shooting. Alright, I'll be right back, Chuck. Alright, y'all, we back. And we got about, we've been on for an hour and a half. We got like a 3-hour stream, maybe a 3.5 hour stream. Because I know I'll be back tomorrow, be back on tomorrow. What's in the comments? Plus, that'll give me to about time my phone charge, check both ratings and badges before you play again. Who rating them badges? Who you talking about, Ray? I have X. Who you talking about? $15 likes, appreciate it, chat. We got 15 likes. Crazy, I be for internet niggas. I don't know why folks internet's snitching. So time. Just clapped the duck the whole time I was quiet, chat. Damn. What the fuck that is?
Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports and another exciting edition of NBA Ball. Alongside Grant Hill and Brent Barry, I'm Brian Anderson. Also with us tonight, our reporter, Ali LaForce. It's stolen by Fox. No good. Green with the defensive effort.
Oh, gritty defense. Protecting the rim at all costs against a guy who has all sorts of ways to finish.
Grant, one thing these teams have in common, they are great at rebounding the basketball.
Oh, yes, they are. I mean, it'll be a battle down low. Boxing out is vital, and second chance points may just decide this game.
So it's the Warriors now. San Antonio getting their last shot to go.
It feels like Steph doesn't even have to look. He just knows where his teammates are.
Here's Wembanyama. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It's on Stephen Curry. San Antonio shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one. One thing this Golden State team does very well is control the offensive glass, Brent.
Well, there's been a lot of talk analytically, BA, about how advantageous it is to come in and swoop through to grab offensive rebounds. Golden State has bought into that philosophy. They also have guys who take a lot of long shots, so that's long rebounds with a better chance of gaining an extra possession. So some smart analytical play here from Golden State in the past couple seasons.
Fox, that's good.
Becoming more confident and a little bit more poised in terms of how he scores is De'Aaron Fox.
To the middle. Here's Jackson Davis. The kick out. Curry. Wing shot on the way. Rebounded by Castle.
He loved to make them pay for giving up that wide open jumper, just unable to do so.
The defensive effort was lacking a bit, but hey, give him credit for finding a weakness there.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
That won't go either for Curry. Pass to Fox. Out left to the wing. Wembanyama with it. Green picks him up. It's Barnes on the wing. Butler with a steal. Outside Curry. Takes a three. It falls. He's now 2 of 5 from the field.
I mean, just so easy for Curry to get that three off. Beautiful shot.
Wembanyama with it. And the dunk by Wembanyama.
B.A., the one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
Yeah, absolutely. Even smooth when he's powering it home like that. Pass to Jackson Davis. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Curry.
Good passing in the paint may be even more important to an offense than great passing on the perimeter. Those are areas where you got to be careful.
Here's Castle to the paint. Here's Vassell. Down low. Wembanyama.
And Wembanyama can dunk it basically just standing up. You got to keep him out of the paint.
Grant, compared to some of the flashier scorers, Devin Vassell has a more workmanlike approach.
Yeah, he can quietly drop a big game on you. He doesn't draw attention with stylish play.
He's still open.
He's in big circus shots. He just grinds it out by finding his looks.
And Greg Popovich has called timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. And there's 1:45 left in the first quarter. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. No surprise here. Stephen Curry hopes to be a Warrior for life. He said being a part of a group of legends that have played for one franchise, established a culture, and won at the highest level, and did it with a lot of different roster combinations, I don't ever take that for granted. Brian, what a run.
Yeah, it is a great run, and he's been the foundation, Allie. Thank you. Here's Butler. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
You look how Jimmy Butler stays committed on that play, ready to overcome the defender and still take the shot.
That's good from Butler. Brent, you think about Jimmy Butler. Great in the regular season, even better in the playoffs.
Yeah, extremely tough. I mean, he has grit and resilience, but tough-minded in the toughest moments, and that's where his teammates rely on him. Jimmy Butler shows up big come playoff time.
Now here's Paul. 3-pointers. Barnes, and that's good.
All kinds of ways Barnes can hurt you with the basketball. He's sneaky fast with that release.
To the inside. Back to Butler. Oh, rejected by Wembanyama.
With his length and energy, Wembanyama has the ability to be a game-changing defender.
You know, Grant, you talk to scouts about stuff.
I mean, like, it was open.
On Castle, they just feel like this guy's a winner.
Well, certainly we saw that at Connecticut. Now, as a freshman, he was a key piece in their title run. He actually turned up his game in the tournament, and that's rare for any freshman.
Butler on the wing. 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. "16 feet out. Uses the glass that time. It's good.
Now, if Butler can't get into the paint, he's got some offensive options. He has the touch from the mid-range.
The 3 from Barnes. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
Here's Butler. Lays it up and banks it in. Butler's got 5.
They keep trading punches. Both teams in a groove early.
Who's going to miss first? Every time one team scores, the other team right back at you.
Damn, my phone
Well, it's been a high-scoring, competitive game through the first quarter of play. The Warriors on top, up 2.
Oh, no, what's on my charger?
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
Yeah, their early focus on outside scoring has paid off. They're finding plenty of points from three-point land.
The kick out to Johnson. Back to Paul. And it's Jimmy Butler with the foul. That's his first foul. Sohan, left side. 6 to shoot. Warriors with the rebound. Here's Butler. Butler, so crafty around the rim.
That is a tough two right there from Butler. Really his calling card. Rugged play and 100% effort.
Outside Moody. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. It goes on Chris Paul. Well, Grant, with players getting bigger and more athletic, do you support moving the restricted area out?
Yeah, B.A., I would. We've seen a lot of injuries when defenders slide underneath elevated players on the drive. So cutting down that risk makes a lot of sense.
And it's Gary Payton II with a foul. That's his first foul. And the Warriors making a change here. Starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. Wow, that wiry strength of Wembanyama.
There were questions about Wembanyama's strength coming into the league. No problem with the contact here.
Here's Curry. He hits the back iron and sinks it. Curry's got 9.
I just don't think they want him taking that kind of shot. Again, his teammates are just laughing, shaking their heads there on the bench.
And Fox, here we go. Excellent D there from Kuminga.
Well, he creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go. Even with the defense not really a factor.
Pass to Jackson Davis. Over Fox. Jackson Davis misses. Spurs trail by 5. Vassell with it. Now guarded by Moody. Inside. Barnes. Here's Castle. Outside Wembanyama. Clock at 6. Pass to Castle. Launches a 3. Yes! And it's Wembanyama picking up the assist. 7 points in the game.
And as we see more of Castle, expect that J to get better. And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
That's been the story of their offense so far. Getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Well, Brett, it's been a blessing to watch Stephen Curry in real time. But he's the kind of player, his highlights will stand the test of time for years.
The best shooter that's ever played the game. Yes, it's been a real treat, BA, to watch all of that happen. But I give credit to Steph. The early part of his career, shaky with the injuries, the confidence never wavered. And then all of a sudden, behind these magical hands, the game had changed.
And Steve Kerr calls time out here. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. Quarter number 2 and around 3 minutes gone by. Barnes a screen. Left side, Wembanyama. Clock at 4. Spurs need to get one up here. Pulls up at the elbow. And the rebound goes to the Warriors.
His touch from mid-range, that's almost always good. That won't shake his confidence.
Here's Curry. Takes a big high bounce and goes in. Now it's a 7-point Warrior lead.
He can score on you in bunches. Curry doing it all in this one.
Here's Moody. Oh, what an effort from Moody.
And that was just moving the ball quickly. And he's rewarded at the end with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down. But when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
And so it's Curry with it. He brings it up for Golden State. To the paint. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Curry.
That's tough because that one's preventable. The defense has nothing to do at all with that turnover.
And we've got a timeout called by Greg Popovich. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. Spurs trail by 7. Down low. It's stolen by Kuminga. Victor Wembanyama grabs the board. There's 45 seconds left to play in the second quarter. Castle. And from 16 feet away, he cans it. Castle's got 9 points.
And good to see Castle capitalizing from the mid-range. He knows he needs to keep hitting these shots.
Back to Kuminga. Right side heel. Good. Give him 8. We've got 22 seconds left in the first half of this game. Pass to Barnes. From deep, Wembanyama. Kuminga pulls it in. Heel to the ball. And here's Butler outside. Oh my, came close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws.
Good defensive intensity, but you have to stay in control always.
And he makes all 3.
We'll take it. We'll take it.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors earning this break in the action, up 10. Great shot selection right now, keeping the game simple and getting high percentage looks.
Nah, that's too
More 2K action in just a moment. And we played through the first half. Plenty of basketball left in this one. So it's San Antonio now, trailing by 10. Here's Fox. Always attacking Fox.
Fox getting in, nifty scoring there, not hesitating inside.
Grant, when you talk about De'Aaron Fox, what an exciting player.
That he is. And just now entering the
that's bad.
We've seen him make great strides the last few years. And it's scary trying to think just how much he can still do. Hey, kept it simple. No reason to get fancy right now, B.A.
Yeah, he's just looking to find shots and produce for his team. And here's Hield. Give him 8 points now. Here's Curry. Oh, Curry, a magician inside.
Well, he can score from the perimeter, but Steph also knows how to execute inside.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Brian, the Warriors play a unique style predicated on passing and cutting off the ball. Stephen Curry said the main goal is to just force the defense to make as many decisions as he can. So with all that ball movement and body movement, they're going to mess up at some point. Brian?
Well, it helps having a weapon like Stephen Curry. Thanks, Allie.
You know, guys, this is an exciting young player. Stephon Castle does a little bit of everything. He hustles, plays defense, got a national championship in college, so he is a winner, too.
Back to Curry. Shot clock at 6. Oh, that's his 8th make of the game. He's only missed 4 so far.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
Vassell outside. Pass to Barnes. Lets the 3 fly. Nails it from 3.
I played that so quick.
Barnes has got 11 points.
The defense better recognize that Harrison Barnes more than capable from there.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
A dynamic finish, then decides to hang out a little for good measure.
Yep, that's the exclamation point right there. Back to Curry. To the middle. Green gets up and powers it down.
If he can get his steps together, Draymond Green will throw it down.
To the inside. Outside for Wembanyama. Pass to Fox. Wembanyama screen. From the arc. And count it. Now 5 for 7.
He does so much out there to stretch out the defense when he's out on the perimeter, and he drains the triple.
Curry surveys. The ball's knocked loose. And the ball is tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
I didn't know he was going to play, but throw the ball. Take a hand off.
Inside. It's stolen. And the Warriors pushing it up now. Pulls up for three. And it's Butler knocking down the three.
On the fucking floor.
Nice to see Butler drain the three ball. This really opens up the rest of his game.
And we've got a timeout called by Greg Popovich. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players.
Oh, shit.
So both teams making some changes here. A minute 50 left in the third quarter. To the middle. Here's Wembanyama. And as it goes out of bounds, San Antonio will keep possession.
Nigga had your back, man.
Here's Castle. 15 points in the game. 6 on the shot clock. Barnes, no good.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Pass to post. Back to Kuminga. There's a minute 17 left to play in the third quarter. Fires for three. The rebound by the Spurs.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight. And how about Harrison Barnes playing with a little bit of flair out there.
Outside Kuminga. Puts it up. Ooh, a little luck that time as it drops. Kuminga's got 5 now. Let's see if they want to go 2 for 1 here, Graham.
Hey, looking at the clock, I'd say yes.
Wembanyama scanning the floor. Out to Fox. There's the triple. Kuminga pulls it in. The Warriors lead by 8. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Nice move. Driving inside. And Kuminga throws it down.
And staring at a sizable deficit, the defense has to tighten up.
Pass to Castle. Jacks up a 3.
We make it. We gone. We gone. I didn't even get the rebound. I think that nigga Wemby finna grab it. I guess. I'll let back shot. I'm probably finna run with, yeah, what's that? Nah, Clippers guys. Play with one, probably Suns. Who do we go with? That's it. 3 Knicks. What the fuck? Who even know that? I don't know. Space, Blazers, Suns. We play the Suns. Yeah, play the Suns for them niggas. Play the Suns in a minute, man. Put his ass on some white jerseys. Corn, good to see you. I just gotta have KD though. I'll be okay. Yeah, have help. Back up.
Welcome, everyone, to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, and joining me, former NBA players Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And the award-winning David Aldridge is on our sideline. We'll see the Dallas Mavericks and the Phoenix Suns. And now Dunn pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
You gotta love his hustle. Leaving the defense no time to react.
And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end. Wow.
Marion outside to the middle. Here's Chandler. That's good, and it's Marion with the assist.
And an efficient start here offensively, working it inside for the easy two.
Booker looking around. And Dirk Nowitzki gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Outside, KD. Down to 5 on the shot clock. A step-back shot here. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks.
No clue how he misfired on that shot.
Oh, wow! That is powerful. And you can see Kidd's ability to pass truly is a gift. When one of his teammates is open, he is quick to get them the ball in rhythm.
Beal, that's for 2. Rebounded by Marion.
If he gets that look again, he should take it. You can't let one miss scare you off of a very good shot.
And Bull pulls it down.
I don't know if he got in his own head there or what, because the defense can't really take credit for that miss.
Drops in the tray.
So good from three-point line. Beal stretches out the defense.
Here's Marion. And Ball sends it. And it goes out of bounds. Going off Bull. Marion outside.
What was that passing to?
Back to Kidd. Inside. Here's Nowitzki. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over.
What you gonna do? What you gonna do when we let you shoot?
And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. He wants to talk to his guys.
Every time out, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
I'm sure all of the above is in order, and you can never be too content.
Start swinging, man. They gotta take Sean Marion out. I ain't take him out. I ain't take him out.
First quarter ball, 2.5 minutes in. And here's Booker from the arc. Misses that one. He's 0 for 1 from the floor. Down low. Here's Stevenson. It's hauled in by the Suns. Durant just inside the line. Beyond the arc. Kidd.
Oh, we missing everything. That's nasty.
And he might have thrown himself off when he saw how much space he had from three.
Pass to Chandler. Over Bull. Back to Chandler. And Bull sends it back.
And that massive wingspan coming into play there. Ball uses it to perfection to block shots.
And that's how you lead a team. Literally.
Here's Nowitzki after the Suns pick up 2. Here's Chandler. And Bull sends it back. Chandler right side. Back to Nowitzki. Just 4 to shoot. Tries yet again. And it's good on the layup.
Right.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Here's Beal. That's good. And a nice assist from Durant. Beal's got 5 now.
The smooth shooting mechanics of Beal on full display, knocking down that jam.
Suns leading by 3. .59 seconds left to play in the first. Here's Bull. And the dunk by Bull.
That's just too easy for Ball. Once he gets the right position, his focus there is on the finish.
Stevenson outside. Pass to Marion. Back to Stevenson. From the arc. It's hauled in by the Suns.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
And you can't let Booker get airspace from corner spots because you're just asking to get burned.
Pass to Stevenson. And it's Stevenson finishing it off.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
Outside Durant. Here he goes. Banked in off the glass. KD's got his second bucket.
I know what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
And so it's Phoenix in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. We've got more in store for you right after this. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And what stands out to you from the Suns in this one?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
They're playing for one another and focusing on making winning plays. You love to see it.
Good on the shot. Booker's got the opening field goal of the second quarter for the Suns. Fires it up. Outside, KD.
Who the fuck?
Knocks it loose.
We got one of these West Coast niggas going to
Now the Mavericks moving it up. Outside Terry. Rejected by Booker. And they get it back.
And how about the reach of Durant? Terrific job of having that on display defensively.
My squad. Oh, they go hard.
Here is Carter. And a miss there on the triple.
So we got one more.
And they had some boxed coverage that turned into no coverage.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, thank you. Kevin Durant is the human cheat code. Bradley Beal says of his new teammate, he's 7 feet tall, he can shoot the ball, he can do everything. It's a little unfair. I get a bit jealous sometimes. I wish I was 7 feet, but nothing he does really surprises me. When he's in attack mode and locked in, there's nothing you can do. Kevin?
Not a single darn thing. You're so right. David, thanks. And Mike Budenholzer is called a timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe just one or two things to talk about. Suns leading by 10. Booker with it. 5 points in the game. Pass to Allen. Lets it go from deep. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Allen's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Here's Terry. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
That's like that look for the defenders, and you can't ask for an easier bucket than that.
No, let's lock him out the way.
Outside Durant. Shoots the three. Another three for Phoenix.
So fluid pulling up to shoot. Durant's range is one of the biggest strengths of his game.
To the inside. Brewer. Pass to Cardinal. Outside Butler. Here is Cardinal. 6 on the shot clock. No good on the triple. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by.
You have got to be kidding.
Hey, talk about taking things in your own hands. And there's the call on Devin Booker. That is his first foul of the game. On defense, the Suns. 16-point lead, the largest margin in the game. And there's the call on Devin Booker. That's foul number 2 for him. Here's Terry. Now off the inbound. That's tipped. And that's out of bounds. Dallas will retain possession. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Goes back up. The kick outside to Butler.
This is crazy.
And slam dunk by Butler.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam.
Tenacious move by Beal inside, absorbing that contact.
And we'll get a look at how the hustle stat game has been going for the Suns.
When you pile up the blocks earlier in games, it really can affect the other team. They lose confidence offensively.
It's Terry outside. Good on the triple. Terry's got 7 points.
A go-to shot for Terry. He has so much confidence in his 3-ball.
Stolen by Terry. And now here comes Terry leading the break. Got a piece of it. They get it back. The 3. Another three for Dallas.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up? Oh, yeah, you're done.
Here's Beal. Driving in. It drops for his third basket. He's missed only one shot.
A constant threat to score with the ball in his hands. Beal with a crafty move.
The kick outside to Butler. Here's Haywood. The rebound by Richards. Suns lead by 11. Outside Beal. Shot on the wing. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Brewer with the ball. And Allen picks him up defensively. Back to Brewer. Stolen by O'Neal. Pass to Beal. And the basket for the fourth time from the field. He's a healthy 4 for 6.
Agile move by Beal to beat that inside contact.
Now here's Haywood. And slam dunk by Haywood.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. I don't mean style points. Allen for the three. Rebound by Butler. And we've got a whistle. The refs are indicating it's a transition takeout. It's going to be a shot and the ball. The Mavericks have gone 0 for 1 at the line. This is their second trip to the line tonight. Mavericks trail by 11. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Nice shot by Terry.
Man, you give Terry any
let's jump. Can we get 4 more likes? 4 more likes.
Is attacking, looking for the basket.
Tries it from 19. And that one is good from Bradley Beal. Beal's got 12 points in the game.
You know what? Didn't find a very good shot on that possession, but still able to get 2 points.
6 seconds left in the first half of the game. Beal from long range. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's the Phoenix Suns in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. They've been playing some ferocious defense. And we'll be back with you shortly. And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Suns lead by 9. Screen by Bull. And they pick up 2. He's got 14.
Beal is always a scoring threat, but right now we're seeing what happens when he's in the zone.
Releases. Phoenix grabs the miss. At one point they led by 16. Done outside. There's the foul. It's on Mahim. That's his first foul. Shoots. And that one off the back of the rim and in. And the Suns lead by 13. Nowitzki outside. Three-pointer. And Bull pulls it down. We've seen them struggle on the half-court offense.
I had a coach that once told me sometimes guys just try to self-will it too much. Whether it's getting out on the break or scoring in the half-court, you've got to do it as a unit.
I love the confidence that Durant plays with. The closer he gets to the rim, the more dangerous he becomes.
To the paint, Mahimi, and Bull sends it back. Durant inside. A fader. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. Durant's got 15 points.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Man, their offense is clicking. Players, coaches, everybody, they are in sync.
Even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
The Mavericks shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game. Mahimi hits them both. And so Booker will bring it up for Phoenix. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half. And there's the drive. Rebounded by Marion.
And he felt like he needed a little bit more space with the fade to get off his shot, but that might have been what threw him off and made him miss.
And stolen by Dunn. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks very much, Kevin. And another Kevin, Kevin Durant, is the most decorated member of the Suns star trio. KD says, I believe in this team and we believe in one another. I like our chemistry. Not just the three of us, but our whole team. Our coaching staff is doing a great job. I'm not promising anything, but I like our chances against anybody. Kevin, they certainly have the talent.
David, indeed they do. And Jason Kidd picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul. Checking in for the Mavericks. Number 6, Tyson Chandler.
Booker outside. Just 5 to shoot. Right side Durant. The three. Gets the three-pointer to fall. KD's got 9 points in the quarter.
Hard to stop Durant when he's set up like this. He's so well positioned to score. Gotta applaud the defensive effort. It's not easy to stop him getting in the lane like that.
Driving to the basket. That one's not going to go.
You often expect him to convert these types of shots, but the D must have made their presence felt to prevent that one.
It's rebounded by Dallas.
No way.
Nowitzki with it. And Allen picks him up defensively. Here's Chandler. Pass to Kidd. And here is Chandler. Kicks it out to Stevenson. Puts up a three. Bangs home the trifecta. Stevenson's got 5.
And that's on the defense there. Gotta know the scouting report and understand that he loves his shot.
Here's Booker. And again, it's the Suns missing. Mavericks trailed by 14. Down low. And Chandler throws it down.
And cutting into the lead with the big one-hand throwdown.
That's how you get your team back into it. And here's Booker. He has 5. It's good. He's got 7.
We know Book can hit those deep threes, but he's also effective around the rim.
Stevenson outside. Back to Marion. And Sean Marion with the slam.
That is a perfect placement of that dime. Just guided it right to him.
Booker outside. Launches it. Booker sinks the 3.
Shoots the lights out. Booker has limitless range.
To the inside. Here's Chandler. Can't get it to fall. And Mike Budenholzer has called a timeout. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. He got it up. The shot missing. And so it's Kevin Durant making headlines and highlights for the Suns. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is hit. And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And Mike Budenholzer has called a timeout.
Everybody only put you down.
It's the right time to talk.
Nah, that shit did.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, I was able to listen to what Mike Budenholzer told his team during that timeout. And he was real calm during the timeout. He was smiling when he told the team, we're up. game plan is working. Go out there and have fun. It's always fun when you're up late. Guys?
Thanks, David.
I'm getting my
knocked away.
Beat, bro.
Brewer with the steal. The shot by Butler. Nobody around. There's 3-pointers off the mark. Suns leading by 13. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. Outside Beal. Over Brewer. Outside for Beal. Here's the three. Hits the three-point bomb. And the Suns lead by 16.
A guy you can rely on to find points. Beal is always hunting for that next shot.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Here's Beal with the crossover. The shot that time, not on target. Some solid defense from Butler. Pass to Cardinal. It's deflected.
Good defense. Good ball.
Dallas will retain possession. Here's Terry. Lets the three fly. Another three for Dallas.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up? Oh, yeah.
Not my way.
And stolen by Butler. Pass to Brewer. And it's Brewer finishing it off.
Well, they left it until the fourth quarter, but finally the run they needed to get back into this one.
I'm sure they wish they made this run sooner, but they've still got time to come away and steal this one.
Outside Beal.
That's a
and
great
no
throw.
good. The try spell continuing for him. Here's Butler. Back to Terry. For three. Iguodala grabs the rebound. Beal taking his time here. Looking for Richards and gets it there.
Put him in there.
Selfless play by Beal. Using that pick and roll action to create for a teammate. Nice shot by Terry. Well, they're getting stops, and they're attacking on the offensive end.
All the momentum seems to be running in their favor. They're close to taking the lead.
Yeah, we can go up and under. I ain't never that time.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
Yeah, he needs to mix things up on the offense. He simply just can't keep missing shots at this rate because he's destroying his teammates.
To the middle.
How you doing?
Pass to Haywood. Clock at 4. The kick outside to Butler. Another three for Dallas.
And all of a sudden, that great run makes this
good
work easier.
run.
And now,
And
there's no
then
time to take your foot off the gas. They have got to stay aggressive.
It's one thing to get close, but do they have
been
enough
nasty
left in the
though,
tank
Chad.
to take
Ain't
the
gonna
lead?
lie.
We'll have to see.
It's been nasty.
From deep. Another three for Dallas.
We got big games back to back to
Drama
back.
here, guys. I mean, they've managed to get hot just when it looked like this thing was out of reach.
The shot by Beal, no good.
Whatever rhythm he had last quarter, it has left his body. He is having a hard time finding buckets.
Got a piece of it. And stolen by Butler. And again, Dallas running up the court in transition. On the wing, Brewer.
Okay. Fall back.
Pass to Cardinal. Pass to Brewer. And here's Haywood. Defended by Richards. Haywood, no good. Just a tiny lead for him.
And a chance to make it a little bigger right here.
Inside. Richards. Yes!
Well, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
He knew what they needed here and was determined to deliver.
And so it's Rick Carlisle here calling timeout. This is a huge moment, folks, in this game. And he wants to be prepared. There's 47 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Outside Kidd.
Dallas, no good that time either. A chance here to possibly put it out of reach.
This is when you really need to maintain your focus. Can't afford any wasted possession down the stretch.
Pretty much, they have to be perfect the rest of the way. That puts tremendous pressure on your offense. Making the floater look this smooth is not as easy as it looks. It's a challenging shot.
And so Booker will bring it up for a float shot. I'm going to foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
And so they choose to intentionally foul. He hits the first one, and that will put them up by 2. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 3-point game.
And those were some big-time shots. Those free throws helping make this a 3-point game.
And so it's Rick Carlisle here calling timeout. No doubt he is feeling the importance of this moment right now. And let's get your take, guys. What's the stretch?
And if you can get a 3, shoot it. Otherwise, get the quick 2 and a foul.
Yeah, time is the enemy at this point. So I think I'd go for the tie and avoid playing the foul game.
So it's the Suns taking the W.
Hey, it's so funny because early in the game, I'm like, niggas be crazy if they get a ball to Sean Marion for the last shot. And he just put that bitch in his hand, bro. He just put that bitch of Sean Marion hands. Niggas is crazy. Like, I know he probably ain't mean to, but he put that bitch right in his hands. Damn, I don't think you know how I'm playing the same nigga. Do I want to play the same nigga though? Why you keep playing with that weak ass, like, what the fuck? I keep leaving that weak ass out now.
Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you an exciting NBA basketball game. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony and Coach Stan Van Gundy. And joining us from the sidelines is David Aldridge. We'll see the Dallas Mavericks taking on the Minnesota Timberwolves. Here's Alexander Walker. Pass to Reed. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Here's Edwards. It's rebounded by Dallas. And it's Jaden McDaniels with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And so here is Dallas. Marion outside. And here's Kidd from the arc. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
So the concentration from Kidd at the arc, a big part of how he stays consistent from there.
Near the three-point line, it's Edwards. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
Inside, Here's Chandler, and Chandler throws it down.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Pass to Edwards. Count the basket.
Edwards plays with such velocity.
Stolen by McDaniels.
Oh.
And Edwards slams it in.
And not only does he get all the way to the rim in traffic, but how about he goes to the reverse?
You got to be kidding me. That was awesome. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Minnesota.
Well, so far they've done a great job of reading the offense and repeatedly putting themselves in the right place to interrupt the play and force turnover.
Finish, man.
And priority number one has got to be the finish, guys, not the fancy stuff.
Here's Nowitzki.
I just said finish.
Stevenson with a clean look.
I made a
and drops, and it comes off an assist from Dirk Nowitzki.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Edwards with another miss.
Well, the defense just gave him that shot, and he wasn't able to convert. Very disappointing.
And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Well, the defense can't lose track of him. He's just too talented offensively.
And here are the Timberwolves. They trail by 3. And Jason Kidd picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
That's okay.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Now, McDaniels.
And you got to respect the quick hands of Marion. Awesome at contesting shots with that long reach.
The shot from the low post is good.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
You gotta click off, but I'm gonna get mine regardless.
And here's Edwards from the arc. And it's in there. Edwards got 10 points. Dallas leading by 3. .158 left in the first quarter. Here's Kidd. Tries yet again. Nowitzki. No luck, they battled on the glass, but couldn't knock it down. Picked by Reed. And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
Well, when Edwards gets this hot, all an opponent can hope to do is limit the damage.
Nowitzki up top. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, and he gets the bucket.
Such a presence inside with the ball in his hands. Good decision by Dirk to put it right back up.
Pass to Edwards. Fires from way outside. Chandler with the rebound. The Mavericks leading. Stevenson with it. Picked up by Edwards. Here's Chandler. Picks it out to Nowitzki. Right side Kidd. Back to Stevenson. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Nowitzki. His shot is good. Scores his 3rd basket in 6 tries. Shooting 50%.
Yeah, secures the ball off the glass. Does a nice job going right back up.
Chandler does not find the basket. His 2nd miss. He's now 1 for 3. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Here's Edwards. Alexander Walker on the wing. Pass to Edwards. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. Randall from outside. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. It's stolen by Randall. Count it. Good. It's stolen by Randall. And the whistle blows.
Are you serious?
He went over and back.
He just step by step just shooting the ball. That can't be real.
Stevenson inside the 3-point. Wow! Huge buzzer beater.
I did not think he was going to get that off.
He released it just in the nick of time. What a shot.
No shortage of scoring here. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Mavericks.
Well, I have to applaud their ball movement. They're moving the ball around, finding the best looks they can, and keeping everyone involved.
And wrestling for it there, but no pass possession. We'll have a jump ball.
We're going to play one more after this. I think one more.
Here's Alexander Walker. No scoring in this one. Pass to Shannon. Now Gobert. Terry covering. And the shot goes in from Rudy Gobert.
And the big man from France, Gobert, a menace around the rim.
Now here is Haywood. And slam dunk by Haywood.
Nice pass inside, making things easy for him now.
Three-pointer Randall. That's it. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
Nice shot by Terry.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Pass to Shannon. Timberwolves passing it around. Back to Gobert. Now Randall. Shot clock at 6. Off target from outside. Second quarter, we're a little over a minute and a half in. To the inside. It's stolen by Randall. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Here's Shannon. Drops in the tray. Shannon's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
That's crazy.
And the D really on its heels on that possession, didn't know what to do.
Terry, that's a 2. The shot by Butler, nobody around. Those 3-pointers off the mark.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, thank you very much. Jaden McDaniels has become an X factor for the Wolves. Mike Conley says, we know what he does defensively, but the offense that he can bring for us balances our unit. It's much needed. Guys tend not to think of him as an offensive player, but he does have that in his game. Kevin?
But I love the reference to an X factor. He definitely is that. All right, David, thank you. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. To the paint. In the corner, it's Brewer. And McDaniels with the block. That's in, coming off an assist from Randall. McDaniels got his first points of the game.
A fantastic decision-making big. Randall with the right choice there, finding the open man.
And to the ball out of bounds. Gobert touched it last. It's Terry outside. Dallas, no good that time either. Pass to Brewer. From deep. And it's Terry again missing. The Timberwolves trade. Here's McDaniels. They get the rebound. And stolen by Butler. Got a piece of it. Stolen by McDaniels.
What the fuck?
Shoots it up. And a kind roll that time. As it one falls. McDaniels got his second bucket of the game to go. Outside Terry. It's hauled in by Shannon.
He just doesn't look like himself.
Something's missing.
Yeah, and sometimes guys just start pressing. The best thing for him is to just slow it down and concentrate on solid shots.
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatic.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness. So it's the Timberwolves now, following the miss by Jason Terry. Here's Shannon. 5 points in the game. Down it goes, his third basket. He's now 3 for 4.
Well, it doesn't get any easier than this. They'll take these shots every time.
Here's Terry. Off the run.
Take it. You ain't getting up there spotting that shit. I'll tell you, I'll take it.
Dallas shooting their second and third shots at the line right here. First free throw is good. And both free throws good for Terry.
Well, he's been very good at the line, and we all know free throws can make or break you in the end.
Near the three-point line, it's Edwards. A beautiful We've got 13 seconds left in the first half of the game. Here's Haywood. The kick outside to Butler. Takes a three. That one doesn't drop. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Timberwolves ahead, up by 5. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter.
Get this dub, get one more dub, and hop out
through the first half of the game. It's been fairly even so far.
Tomorrow we got like a 4-hour stream.
Pass to Nowitzki.
Can't say which one for sure.
Back to Kidd. That's good, and it's Nowitzki with the assist.
If this is a 4 hours, going to be in a 5 hour.
And Kidd using that size well inside. Fantastic with the read of the D there and exploiting the weakness.
Now, here's Clark. Still yet to score.
Oh my God.
There's Anthony Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Just a ferocious play by Edwards. Taking the contact, but staying committed to his finish.
And so Edwards will bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. About 1 minute played here in the second half. Into the lane. The second effort. Pass to Reed. 6 to shoot. Fires for 3. Edwards shooting fearlessly from the arc.
Well, it doesn't matter where he is on the court. If Edwards likes a look, he's going to take it.
To the middle, and Chandler throws it down.
It's those kind of passes that bring up the entire team's confidence.
Right side, Edwards. Over Stevenson. Edwards, no good.
When the defense is playing off you like that, you want to be able to convert, but that time he just couldn't get it done. Yeah, that fadeaway gave him more than enough space to get that shot on.
Down low.
Fucking D, that's like,
oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And for his size, Nowitzki's abilities as a shooter are really special. This guy can knock it down as if he played in the backcourt.
Well, you have to appreciate a big man who can step up to the line and knock it down with confidence.
Back to DiVincenzo. Pass to Reed. Over Kidd. And the Timberwolves back on 2 more. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half.
So did we get to the right shot?
Here's Chandler. Guarded by Reed. Chandler, no good.
That's a defender doing just enough to cause a miss on the layup.
Back to DiVincenzo. And here's Reed. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. 6 on the shot clock. From 17 feet out.
He won by half.
It's hauled in by Nowitzki.
Well, that's a miss you can live with. I expect they'll go to it again, especially if the defense continues to concede it.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Kevin, thank you very much. The Timberwolves have become a rough and rugged team. Swingman Jaden McDaniel said, "We don't let nobody push us around. We're always being physical defensively. I feel like we're a tough team, super tough." Kevin, they certainly have the size to hold their own.
Always being physical. But, David, that's their identity. And we thank you for the report. Timberwolves leading by 6. On the wing, DiVincenzo. Pass to Shannon. Back to DiVincenzo. And
Memento.
The Timberwolves again can't hit. Kidd with it. Guarded now by Clark. Inside. Now here's Chandler. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Yeah, it's Chandler, a difference maker defensively. The shot blocking, the controlling of the lane. He also gobbles up those rebounds.
And so it's Minnesota with it. They lead by 4. Randall outside. Over Nowitzki. Another miss by Minnesota. Clock management. This is where they can get a 2 for 1.
And Kevin, every opportunity counts.
That's a 2 from Randall. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
They're just naturally strong. We've seen more than one defender sort of just bounce off Randall. He's used to it.
Mavericks trailed by 7. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Kidd, no good. And here are the Timberwolves. Bounce pass from Randall. Pass to Alexander Walker. Gobert, the screen. Oh, the lob to Gobert. And by Gobert.
Tossing a pass to the interior. That's what you want to do. Get into the paint.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Floppy, then he came out, got the screen, got the ball.
We got a timeout called from Chris Finch. Looking for a breather. And maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about.
Let's see if I can make my eyes down.
Shots continuing to fall as we conclude the 3rd quarter. Both teams putting up points. Timberwolves lead by 7. We're going to step aside.
I ain't gonna lie though, tomorrow we might go live a little early. Like I'm talking about during the day. But it's going to be a 5+ hour stream. We do that.
Let's see what this
which I'm 9 times out of 10 going to. So I'll probably go live on like 4 p.m. 4 p.m.-ish.
And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for the Timberwolves.
Have a little decent stream tomorrow.
Cardinal grabs the board.
Wow, you missing nice attention.
Driving the lane. Pass to Haywood. Butler with the ball. Shoots over Alexander Walker. And it's Butler missing.
What y'all think, Chop? Early stream tomorrow.
Now here's Edwards for 3.
Hey, dick sucking.
You know, you'd love to see him pull that off, but instead he goes from highlight reel.
Hey, dick sucking, bro.
And good that time.
I'll be out here with no type of assist, rebounds, or nothing. Straight buckets.
Well, all you can ask for is your guys to be really active on defense, and they've been more than that tonight.
A little over a minute of the 4th quarter gone right now. Randall outside. And he uses the glass on the lane. Randall's got the lead up to 14 now for the Timberwolves.
And what started it all, terrific anticipation on the defensive end.
Well, as a coach, you're always telling your guys to play hard. That's what we need.
Over in the corner, McDaniels. That's in, coming off an assist from Randall. And the Timberwolves lead by 17.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
Well, clearly the defense has had no answer for them. Might be time to try something different.
Near the three-point line, it's Edwards. Cardinal grabs the ball. Mavericks trail by 15. Here's Brewer. And Brewer with the stop.
Oh, get out of his way.
No way that he was going to slow him down. Here's Edwards. And fouled as he went up to the dunk. Good aggressive move to shoot two.
And the athleticism Edwards possesses is incredible. So good at drawing contact on the drive.
I low-key might get off after this chat because I don't want to fuck up.
Fourth quarter, playing about 2.5 minutes through it right now. And here's Kidd.